Country Boy Outdoors. We are up on our place in Frankston, Texas, or just outside of Frankston anyway. It got real thick up here, so because we typically get here just before chestnut season to basically clear things out so we can harvest chestnuts. And so we're out here now trying to thin some stuff out. Gonna meet out here with my family in a week or two, and we're gonna gather out here, make some plans for the place. But just walking around looking at some things, had my tractor guy come in, do some work and some cutting, and coming through here marking trees so he can save the ones that we want and get rid of everything else. And we was coming in here, highway department got our place pretty jacked up, but I'm gonna turn this around so you can see some of the trees around the old homestead. So this here was a peach tree that we planted from seed. I think I stuck a seed in the ground a year or so ago, and this thing sprang up so quick. It's probably about 10 foot high, I don't know, something like that, but that's a peach tree. Hopefully here pretty soon we'll get peaches on it. Got some little chestnut trees in the front. A few of those got chestnuts on it. This was a pecan tree. I just marked it so that he could miss it. A few pecan trees along the fence line there between us and our neighbor. Actually, I think I put a walnut tree over there as well. But yeah, we have to come up and try to maintain it. We ain't been doing that, as you can tell. It's so thick up here, everything's grown up. And since when my great uncle was living, this is a fig tree I planted from a cutting some years ago, and it's still alive. But it was not getting enough sunlight, so we just knocked some stuff down around it. Like I said, we're gonna maintain this a little bit more. Had my guy come up here while I'm not here. We talked about doing that last year, but we ran over some small trees, so chestnut trees. So I needed to get up here before I let him come back in and cut so I can mark everything so he can see where the trees are we want to keep. But these are apple trees. I'm about to get them to clear behind them. It's a giant tree in there that fell. So there's more sunlight coming in here. They getting more sun, so hopefully we get some apples on these apple trees come next summer. So I'm going to come in and mulch and fertilize them, but I'm about to get him to come cut behind them if he can. Give me just a minute. Let him know something. Hey, sorry. So same thing you're doing over here. I know when you push that back coming in where those apple trees are along the trail, I'm wondering if you can come back this way. I want this big tree, these trees, if they can be pushed down this way. Okay. So you'd probably have to come in from there and push them back that way, because I want to clear this out. I got some more apple trees and a couple of cherry trees, and I want to plant them along this trail coming in. So this stuff, they've been shading these apple trees out. That's why they don't have apples on them. But now that big tree fell and you push that in, and if I can push these out, then maybe if you can bag that behind them and get rid of all of that thick stuff, just clean it up behind them. I want to plant some more in here this fall. So yeah, I don't know how you...
I don't know if I'll knock those over.
Okay. All right, if not, then I'll get that chainsaw out and figure it out and come in here with some glyphosate or something and hack them and squirt them. But like I said, whatever we can do, like I said, but as good as we can clear it and clean it behind those, I want them to get some more sunlight.
But if they on like tree trunks, that kind of stuff, they got a chemical called Tordon, I think.
Tordon?
And it's,
okay.
I want to say it's really good for trees. It'll kill a tree.
Okay.
Just cut it down and then just soak the stump.
Okay. All right. Well,
it's kind of like a paint almost. It just
Tordon. Okay. Text me the name of it. I'm gonna look for something, because I'm coming back next week anyway. But like I said, if we can push them, that'll be good. If they can, if not, you just can. If we can.
Wet enough, they might fall over.
Okay. We'll see. If not, then I get that poison. But I definitely want to open this up and clear it, because I got some more trees I want to plant in this area. Let me walk over
I don't
here.
think it's ever been open before.
Yeah, well, before when my great uncle lived here, he
Well,
kept
yeah.
everything open. But this
Since
has
I've
been
seen
years.
it.
Yeah, since you've seen it, yeah, it's look good. We build another homestead down here. This is probably where we do it back here, be away from the road and back in the trees, but we definitely need to thin this stuff out some more. All of these invasive, all these privet heads, had him coming in here to knock a lot of it down. Oh, shucky, we got mullein back here. And here I am at home trying to get it to grow and plant it. But yeah, ain't no telling what else is growing here. I planted stuff here years ago. I think that is a walnut tree I planted a long time ago. I think that's what that is. Could be a pecan. But I know I planted some walnut trees back here a while back. But typically when we come and we short on time, we messing with the chestnuts, so I don't get to pay much attention to a lot of this other stuff. I stick it in the ground and why are you running? Oh, he must have hit a wasp nest. Let me get out of here. They swarming. Yeah. We walk back here to the chestnuts. Why he get that? It's hot out here today. It was nice and crisp this morning. What is that? That's a grapevine. Okay. Hey, I ain't been back here in a while. So grown up. Huh?
It's weird.
Yeah, you ain't.
Like being in the forest.
Yep, it is. Fence line way over there where that big tree is. So yeah, all this gonna really be cleared. There's a lot of space here. Definitely enough room. You clear this out, put a house back here or something. If we open all that up, it'll be huge out here. Massive space. Cause over in that stuff, there's an old barn over there. Let's see why he's getting that. Then we're gonna go over here to the chestnut field. Purple country. We got a bunch of them out here though. All right. I gotta come in here more. We got a lot of chestnut trees in here. That's a chestnut tree. It's a chestnut tree over there. One back over there, so I don't even know if he can get in here to do anything, because he can push this stuff over here over. What? You stepped on some kind of mushroom? That look gross.
Hamburger patty.
That's pretty ejaculate. So the chestnut trees this year, they got nuts on them, or birds on them. Last year I think they was heavier. I mean, had a lot more, but had so much rain this year during the time that the trees would pollinate one another. And I think it kind of hampered pollination. The word there, not every tree is as loaded as it was, and they're not even falling right now. So I'll have to make another trip. But I haven't checked all of them. If any of them are falling, I'll take what is falling. Yeah, he's going to come cut around all of this. There's vines everywhere. So we was here Sunday coming from Arkansas, and we stopped through here before getting back down south, and saw that some had been pulling a few chestnut birds down. And like typically they're too spiny for the squirrels or the raccoons. I mean, it still could have been raccoons because they were so hungry. But I know last year the raccoons was eating a lot of them. That's a good straight up tree right there. And I'm gonna have to come in here at some point because the trees are getting so big they're growing so close together. And I'm gonna have to thin some out. But that's a good thick trunk tree right there. And some of them just close together, so I'm gonna have to look at the quality of the nuts and see what I'm gonna have to remove. But most of these trees in here are so big now. This was our bigger tree. One time, this tree died back from blight, chestnut blight, and maybe it was a dry year as well. And it died back. It was a single stem tree, and now it's a multi. Oh, they gotta be squirrels. Look at that. Look at that. They eating into the birds. Typically, squirrels don't do that. Look at that.
They're tiny too.
Yeah, they eating up them dang birds. So they over here eating my nut croppers. I'm gonna have to go squirrel hunt. I left them over there. Something probably ate them. Yeah, something ate them. Something that was the pile right there. Something busted in them and took the nut out. Yeah, we left a pile of the nuts that the squirrels apparently had dropped down, and some down here ate them.
This one's probably.
Yeah, that nut in there would probably be moldy though. So yeah, the squirrels sitting over here eating up everything. So I'm gonna have to shoot some squirrels. There goes one right there. Yeah, they won't even let them get ripe. Yep, the squirrels robbing us. Yeah, yeah. That's why there ain't as many of them stupid squirrels eating them up. And we ain't been having problems with the squirrels, but I guess they so hungry, they figure they just gonna get in there and open it up best way they can. But usually the spines keep the squirrels off of them. There's some right there. Yeah, they just knocking them down.
Might need to get him before he.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Because if he comes through,
They biting the limbs off.
I just let him.
I know, yeah. Look at that. They just did that.
Yeah, he was close.
Look, not a whole limb. Because they can't get into the burst, so they just biting them off. The tips. Yeah, the squirrels out here competing with us now, so we gotta do something. Yeah, we ain't gonna have a crop. Or the raccoons, because that's a trail coming over here. So I should have brought some traps with me. Squirrels or the raccoons, but the way those are peeled open, I would think it's the squirrels. Because, yeah, they getting everything down low. All of the nuts are up high now. So it's still early. They're not falling right now. But I'm seeing trails going back and forth. So I think them raccoons. And that's the thing, everybody seeing that bear down south of here, all over the place. Them bears will get them too. This one still got quite a few at the top. So I don't know, we could be still a couple of weeks away, but they throwing them down too quick before they even get a chance to open up. Yeah, that's a mess. Huh? A bag. Like one of them dog poo bags. Yeah, he gonna come cut all of this stuff here. Cause it's thick. The deer love it like this. Cause it's a thick mess and you know, they like the thick stuff, but you're gonna have to open all of that up. So before he come cutting in here, I need to start marking trees. Anyway, guys, I forgot I had people on here. But we're just documenting some work that we're getting done out here. We got a little thrown off, see what the either the squirrels or the raccoons are doing to the chestnut trees. They robbing us of the nut crop this year, so there's a lot of birds. So I'm gonna pick up what I can and take those with me. And then coming back next week, and I'm going to bring my 22 in case we need to squirrel hunt. Then I'm going to bring some traps in case it's raccoons. But I need to get to marking small trees so they won't get cut down when my guy gets back this way with the tractor. So may do another update when we go to the other side. I need to go check up the road, check some chinkapin trees, see how they're doing, if they survived the winter, if they sprouted out this spring and summer. So we just got some work to do around here today, but we're about to cut it out now. I may come back on shortly, but thanks for watching.